Item 3 on the agenda, ladies and gentlemen, is the election of Deputy Town Mayor. I'm going to call for nominations.
It gives me great pleasure to nominate Councillor Mrs Phillips to the post of Deputy Mayor for the ensuing year. Now, when I came in tonight, Pat looked slightly apprehensive as to what I'm going to say. Well, I don't know, it just sort of flows. I have known Pat for a long time. We met when I was at school at Spilsby. So when Pat was at the tender age of 14, he was known as Miss Patricia Singleton. And Pat really sort of put a bit of a dash at school. She had a, I would describe it, a rather pneumatic friend whose name sort of escapes me. However, I'll explain that later. I'm not too quick for you. Anyway, so that's the first time I met Pat. And over the years, making that contact all that time. Now, Pat is very public spirited, and I think, and she has a social conscience, and I think that comes from the fact that her late father was a Orient pilot during the last war, and I believe he was a pilot in Lancaster. No mean achievement, which is justifiably proud of her late father's war record. So, over the years, I've known Pat, I've watched her prosper and grow into the excellent character that she is. And I do know that she will ably fulfil the role of Deputy Mayor, supported by Ken and granddaughter Alice. And I know, Mr Mayor, that she will support you and your good lady to the full. So, as I say, it gives me great pleasure to formally propose Councillor Mr Pat.
I had the greatest pleasure and honour of being the one chosen to second that Councillor Mrs Phillips be elected the Deputy Mayor for the coming year. And I do mean that absolutely sincerely. I count it as a real pleasure and honour. I've known Pat for the last 9 years. We were both elected to this council at the same time. And during that time, I've observed that she has always had the best interests of Skegness at her heart. And with Pat, what you see is what you get. There are no delusions of grandeur. She is what she is. She is an honest and upright citizen, but very much a lady, eminently suited for the role of Deputy Mayor and in due course Mayor. Coming to Skegness as she did in 1969, 3 years after marrying her husband Ken, Pat has got to know the town extremely well in that time. She's worked for Skegness Vocational College of Training since 1987, starting as an administrator stroke secretary, and then she went on to becoming a support tutor for adults with learning difficulties. Good experience, one might say, for representation here.
Yeah, good for the council.
But for goodness sake, don't take that the wrong way anymore. Involvement in local issues and groups is something that Pat has always long engaged in. And her involvement with CISPA, some of you may know of, is very long-standing. And I know when I was the mayor, I had the privilege of handing over a cheque to this group, and I believe there's one coming this year as well. They do a grand work in the town, and her involvement within that group helps it no end, I am sure, gives it so much more validity with her part in it. I also mention as well, because we do this, we propose our mayors and our deputy mayors, but we do need to think a little bit about their partners and the consorts. And although they place, in some respects, no official part of the council, their help and their support is greatly needed and appreciated. So it's very much a double act you get when you get a mayor and a deputy mayor. You get two for the price of one, and it's good value, I tell you. And you will find during your years to come that you will need that support. And I know that Pat has that, particularly with Ken. Great support and a good champion for her. So we have Pat Phillips, a dedicated councillor an upright citizen, very much the ladies' years, and a champion for Skegness.
Is there any more nominations? I then close nominations and put it to the vote. All in favour of Councillor Pat Phillips, Deputy Mayor, please raise your hands. Come forward, Pat. Commit to heavy handed. It will be great like that, right, in giving you this, right, because I'm not very fine. We were pointed together, we worked together, and you make a fantastic deputy. Thanks, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, and councillors, we go to item 4, which is the Deputy Mayor will now sign declaration of acceptance to her office.
Having been elected to the office of Deputy Town Mayor of Skegness Town Council, declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as to the conduct which is expected of members of Skegness Town Council. Honoured citizens and guests and fellow councillors and friends, how do you follow me all? But first of all, it is my great pleasure to extend my sincere congratulations and best wishes for a most successful and enjoyable and fulfilling year to our new Mayor and Mayoress, Councillor Neil and Mrs. Richard Pemberton. I know they will be excellent ambassadors to Skegness. I'm very grateful thanks to Councillor Edgington for proposing me as Deputy Mayor and for his very kind words. And also to Councillor Kemp for seconding me. And, you know, what they've said is absolutely wonderful, and I do thank them sincerely from the bottom of my heart. I also thank all the council members for their support and help. Thank you, over the years. I am extremely honoured to accept the role of Deputy Mayor of this Town Council and speak for my husband also, and my husband and consort Ken also, when I say we will both do our very best to be worthy of the role entrusted to us and be a strong support to the Mayor and Mayoress at all times and for the Town Council. Thank you very much.